Have you ever walked out of a mechanic shop and thought, wait, did I actually need all of that? You go in for a simple oil change, you sit in the waiting room, and then they come back with a list. Air filter replacement, coolant flush, power steering service, fuel system cleaning. Suddenly, your bill is sitting at over $1,000. And the worst part? You sign it because you don't know what's actually necessary. And the automotive industry knows that. In this video, we are breaking down the 6 most oversold car services in the industry, what mechanics tell you, what the truth actually is, and exactly how much money you can save just by knowing when to say no. Stay until number 5 because that one will completely change how you think about fuel. This channel exists for one reason, to make sure you never get taken advantage of when it comes to your car. You don't need to be a mechanic, you just need the right information. And to be fair, not every mechanic is dishonest. Many are skilled professionals doing an honest job. But the business model of most repair shops depends on upselling additional services. So even at a good shop, you need to know when to say yes and when to say no. Let's get into it. Part 1. Air filter. The air filter is the #1 most common upsell at any repair shop. And the reason it works so well is because it looks terrible. Here is the standard pitch. The mechanic pops the hood, pulls out your air filter, holds it up in the light, and says, "This is really dirty. You need to replace this today." And because it looks dark and dusty and genuinely unpleasant, most people say yes without asking a single question. But here is the thing that changes everything. Air filters are specifically designed to collect dirt. That is their entire purpose. A filter that looks dirty is a filter that is doing its job correctly. Dirty does not mean done. The right question is never how the filter looks. The right question is how many miles has it done since the last replacement. Air filters in most vehicles last between 15,000 and 30,000 miles. If you drive in dusty or rural conditions, the lower end applies. Normal city or highway driving, you're often looking at 25,000 to 30,000 miles of life easily. The part itself costs between $10 and $25 depending on your vehicle. Shops charge $40 to $80. The so-called labor involved? It's a plastic box that clips open under the hood. The actual replacement takes under a minute. Your action is simple. Open your owner's manual and check the manufacturer's recommended replacement interval. That's the real answer, not what the mechanic tells you at the counter. Potential savings, $30 to $70 per unnecessary replacement. Part 2. Coolant flush. Coolant, also called antifreeze, is the fluid that regulates your engine temperature. It stops your engine from overheating in summer and freezing in winter. It does degrade over time, and a coolant flush, when genuinely needed, is a completely legitimate service. The problem is the timing. Most modern vehicles only require a coolant flush every 5 years or 100,000 miles. Some manufacturers go even longer than that, yet many shops recommend this service at 2 or 3 years, regardless of the actual condition of the fluid. The visual pitch is straightforward. The mechanic shows you coolant that looks slightly brownish or darker than new, runs a test strip, and presents the result as urgent. What they often don't explain is some color change and minor variation in a test reading is completely normal and does not indicate a real problem. Here is the simple solution. Coolant test strips are available for $5 to $8 online. They measure pH levels and freeze protection directly. If the reading falls within the safe range, there is nothing wrong with your coolant, regardless of what a visual inspection suggests. A coolant flush, when the time is genuinely right, costs $80 to $150 at a shop and is money well spent. The issue is being pushed into it 2 years too early. Know your timeline, test it yourself, and make the decision based on facts. Potential savings, $80 to $150 per premature flush. Part 3. Power steering flush. Power steering fluid keeps your steering system smooth and responsive. Over time, like all fluids, it will naturally darken in color, and that visual change is precisely what mechanics point to when recommending a flush. The standard line sounds reasonable. Your power steering fluid is dark, it has degraded, you need a flush or the pump could fail. The cost is $60 to $125, and it sounds like the kind of thing you don't want to risk skipping. But here's the critical detail that most people never check. Open your owner's manual and look at the scheduled maintenance program, the list of services your manufacturer recommends at specific specific intervals. For the majority of vehicles on the road, power steering flush is simply not listed anywhere. It's not in the schedule because the manufacturer does not consider it a required routine service. If it's not in your maintenance schedule, you do not need it. There is one situation where a power steering flush makes genuine sense. Actual symptoms: a whining noise when turning the wheel, stiffness or resistance in your steering at low speeds, difficulty turning. These are real symptoms that warrant a proper look. A visual check of fluid color during a routine oil change is not a reason. The action is simple. Open your glove box, find your owner's manual, check the maintenance schedule. 2 minutes of reading can save you over $100 on the spot. Potential savings: $60 to $125 per unnecessary flush. Part 4. Brake fluid flush. This one is different from the others, and it's important to be honest about that. A brake fluid flush is a real and legitimate maintenance service. Your brakes are the most important safety system on your vehicle, and this is not something to dismiss entirely. Here's the science behind it. Brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it naturally absorbs moisture from the air over time. That moisture gradually lowers the fluid's boiling point. In extreme braking situations, emergency stops, or long downhill driving, low boiling point brake fluid can cause brake fade, where your brakes temporarily lose their full effectiveness. That's a genuine safety concern and one worth taking seriously. The problem is how mechanics present the test results. All used brake fluid contains some moisture, even fluid that is perfectly safe and has plenty of life remaining. A basic moisture percentage test will always return a reading, and that reading gets presented as a safety emergency, even when the fluid is well within an acceptable range. The correct measurement for brake fluid health is boiling point, not moisture percentage alone. A brake fluid boiling point tester costs around $15 online. If the dry boiling point reads above 140 degrees Celsius, your fluid is in a safe range and does not require immediate replacement. Most manufacturers recommend a brake fluid flush every 2 years or 45,000 miles. Check your own manual for the exact figure. If you're at or past that interval, do it. Don't skip it. But if you had it done 18 months ago and a mechanic is calling it critical, ask specifically for the boiling point reading. That number tells the real story. Potential savings: $70 to $120 per premature flush. Part 5. Fuel system cleaning. And here it is, the one that will genuinely change how you think about car maintenance. The pitch goes like this: your fuel injectors are dirty, carbon deposits are building up in your intake system, your engine's performance is suffering. A full fuel system clean will restore performance, protect your engine long term, and improve your fuel economy. The service costs $150 to $200. Sounds reasonable enough, right? Here's the fact that makes this service almost entirely unnecessary for the average driver. Modern petrol, the fuel pumped at any standard service station, is already containing detergent additives. In most countries, this is not optional, and it's not a premium feature. Fuel sold at the pump is legally required to meet a minimum detergent standard, specifically to protect fuel injectors and combustion systems from carbon buildup. Every single time you fill your tank, those detergent additives are already doing the cleaning job that a mechanic is charging you $150 to $200 to do manually. For the most drivers using standard pump fuel from reputable stations, significant carbon buildup on injectors is simply not occurring at a rate that would ever justify routine cleaning. Is there ever a legitimate reason for a fuel system clean? Yes, but it requires a specific diagnosis, a confirmed misfire fault code, a rough idle that has been traced directly to injector performance, a specific fault identified through a proper diagnostic scan. These are real problems that a professional service may genuinely help with. But if a mechanic recommends fuel system cleaning during a routine service with no check engine light, no fault codes, and no specific symptom, ask them one direct question: what diagnostic code are you seeing that tells you this is needed? If they cannot produce a specific code or fault reading, decline the service every single time. This is the most oversold service in the automotive industry. It's presented with enough technical language to sound credible, but for the average car driven on standard pump fuel, it's rarely, if ever, necessary as a routine service. Potential savings: $150 to $250 per unnecessary service. Part 6. Cabin air filter. And the last one, and in some ways the most straightforward example of everything this video is about.
The cabin air filter cleans the air that comes through your vents into the passenger cabin. It catches dust, pollen, and debris before it reaches you and your passengers. It does need replacing periodically, typically 15,000 to 25,000 miles, or roughly once a year for most drivers. That part is real. Shops charge $45 to $80 for this service. That includes the part and the labor. And the labor charge is what makes this one so remarkable, because the replacement process in most vehicles takes under 5 minutes and requires absolutely zero tools. In the majority of modern vehicles, the cabin filter sits directly behind the glove box. You open the glove box, press the sides inward to lower it past its stops, and the filter housing is right there in front of you. Unclip it, slide out the old filter, slide in the new one, and close it back up. The entire process is under 5 minutes from start to finish. The filter itself costs $10 to $20 online or at any auto parts store. Search your car's make, model, and year along with the words cabin air filter. You will find the exact part for your vehicle instantly, along with step-by-step video guides specific to your car that walk you through the process. Every time you pay a shop for this service, you are paying $30 to $60 in labor for 5 minutes of work that requires no mechanical skill whatsoever. This is the one item on this list that almost every car owner can take off their shop bill starting today. Potential savings: $35 to $65 every single time. Let's bring all 6 together. Air filter. The only thing that matters is mileage, not how it looks. Potential savings: $30 to $70. Coolant flush. Follow the manufacturer's 5-year or 100,000-mile guideline and test it yourself with a $5 strip before agreeing to anything. Potential savings: $80 to $150. Power steering flush. If it is not listed in your maintenance schedule, you simply do not need it. Potential savings: $60 to $125. Brake fluid flush. A real and important service, but only when the boiling point actually calls for it. Test it properly before agreeing. Potential savings: $70 to $120. Fuel system cleaning. Always ask for the diagnostic code first. If there is no code, there is no reason. Potential savings: $150 to $250. Cabin air filter. Buy the part for $15 and replace it yourself in 5 minutes. Potential savings: $35 to $65 every time. Across all 6, avoiding even half of these at the wrong time puts between $400 and $800 back in your pocket, not by skipping real maintenance, just by knowing when a service is actually due and when it is not. That's the difference between a car owner who gets taken advantage of and one who doesn't, and now you know which one you are. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It helps this channel reach more people who are overpaying right now without knowing it. Subscribe to Your Motor Care for straightforward car content every week. No fluff, just the information you actually need to protect yourself and your vehicle. And drop a comment below. Which one of these has a mechanic tried to push on you? We read every comment, and your questions shape what we cover next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.